No husband and wife that are a perfect match. There's no such existence. There's always, he's a man, she's a lady, and then they have their own differences, the backgrounds, the zikha differences, and that's what we came. We came to make shalom. Shalom meaning to understand that there's something above us both. There's a Hashem, that we're both subject to Him. And He put me in this situation in order to let every shalom between Yidden also. And other mechaveir is the same thing. There's no perfect match. Everybody has a different teva, and there's certain things that irritate one another. And you can't say why. That's how Hashem made it. Dafke. We should learn to be savlin, to be mevater, to give in, to know, to accept them. That's shalom. Shalva, says in the Svarim, means when there is no counterforce altogether. Shalva means pure peace, tranquility, nothing. There is no shalva in this world. Shalom, yes. Shalva, no. Bikish Yankiv Leisha b'Shalva. Now, why does Yankiv want to sit b'Shalva altogether? Since when is the tzaddik, we like to lay in bed till before it's my Krishna, first, second, but Yankiv is not like that. Why is Bikish Yankiv Leisha b'Shalva? Why? Doesn't he want to do something for Hashem? So I heard a vote from my Rabbi. He said that it mamish coincides with what we're saying. That Yankiv Avinu thought Maisi of a similar bond. Everything the others are doing is mamish similar bond. Avram went to Mitzrayim, Sarah was taken to the house of Paroi, Paroi got in the Goyim, they went out with riches, right? And further everything was it. Yankiv ended off, the last thing before, not the Dina, but one of the last things was his encounter with the Malach of Esav, and then with Esav himself, and he told Esav, go, I'll come on then. And then Yaakov came back to his father, Yitzchak. He's back home. Yaakov felt that he finished the whole journey of Golus. He went, Yaakov was the last of the Ovis, and that stops now the Maaseh Ovis in the Lebanon. It stops. So now that he came home, and he's back home with his father, which means the Kibbutz Goliath, that the Yidden are all going to be back in Eretz Yisrael with Mashiach. So now the Maaseh Ovis in the Lebanon, I have to rehearse that part also. I have to rehearse the Inyan of Mashiach, which Mashiach is Shalva. So Bikish Yankiv Leisha b'Shalva. Not because he himself wanted to take it easy. Because he thought Maaseh Ovis similar Lebanon, that's the next scene. The next scene, the next chapter is the Shalva of Mashiach. And Abisha said no, but that is no rehearsal. For everything that happens in the Olam Hazeh, which the Yidden need, that the koyach of the Ovis should help them overcome all the struggles and all the nisyonis and all the tzaras and goals, that we need the Maaseh Ovis in the bottom to help them. For your Maaseh Mashiach, you don't need a rehearsal. The Abisha, when Mashiach will come, everything will be perfect. That will be the real Shalva. You don't need a rehearsal. So Bikish Yankiv Leisha b'Shalva, that's the Shalva, that's why the Mabah. And for that you don't need a rehearsal. In Olam Hazeh it doesn't exist. There's no Shalom in Olam Hazeh. There's a story with the Chayzer. The Chayzer he was called the Chayzer because he was a very, very big Baal HaKodesh. Very high Madrigas. One of the things he sometimes did was that after Rosh Hashanah or whatever, he would tell people exactly what went on with the Mishpat on Rosh Hashanah. Several stories like that. One time there was a person that, when he asked the Chayzer, can you tell me what happened? So the Chayzer says, yeah, I'll tell you. What was going through your mind, Rosh Hashanah, this person, he struggled very much to make parnasa. And in Mamash, he couldn't make ends meet. A whole week he worked very hard, and he needed the 3 ruble for a week. By Lech Benson, he would have just come home with the chalas or whatever. His mama till he was out of breath till Lech Benson, and it was mamash a whole week. He had no head, no heart. He was so his thoughts on Rosh Hashanah were, Rebbeinu Shalom, I can't go on like this. I have to have a normal life. No, I'll tell you what, I'm masking, I'll be mevate. Give me 2 ruble, not 3. And I'll do without this and without that. But give it to me on Sunday or Monday. So that whole week I should have peace, quiet, tranquility. So he says, yeah, Rabbi, that's true. That's what I was thinking, Rosh Hashanah. So what did they answer? So he says, well, the deal that you made with Hashem, that the Malachim burst into laughter. As if, Rabbi Hashem, I'll give in, you give in. If it's too hard, the 3 ruble, you know what? I'll go down 2 ruble. I don't want you to overstrain, okay? But he said, they laughed at that. So he said, and the other half, he says, no. They said, no, you made a mistake. We want your struggle. We want your struggles. That's what we're looking for. It's bedaft. It's not a mistake. It's not a gzeira. It's not a midas hadin. That's what we're looking for. So what's pshat? The achzorim? They don't have rahmanas? What's the pshat? We are human beings. I live in this world. Our minds and our hearts, our emotions and our understanding is according to the natural laws of this world. There are tzaddikim that see supernatural. They see takamor. They see the person's neshama. They see what he was in last Gilgul. They can understand what's his purpose on the world, why he's going through anything. The Chiddush he once had 2 kvitlach in front of him. He said, people think it's a picnic to be a rabbi. I have 2 kvitlach here. One is an older person that's laying on his, I don't want to say bed, and mamish his last minutes. And this is a kvittel of a lady in childbirth, and she's having a hard time. I know that this neshama is supposed to go here. Now who should I daven for? And what should I give a bracha for? You think it's a picnic? They see things that we don't see. There was once in the times of Glisherin, a person that he also struggled for Panasa. And there was a relative of his that could help him, a rich relative that was a good person, uncle or cousin, remembered this prat with that Negeya, and he really could help him. So he traveled to the Chazon Ish, so he asked my relative to help me. The Chiddushim said no. But things got worse, the struggles got harder. He said, so he traveled the second time to the Chiddushim. The Chiddushim said, no, don't go ask him. Then the third time, a couple of months later, it got even harder and harder, so he didn't travel to the Rebbe. He just wrote a letter to his uncle. I said, no problem. I gave him what he needed to pay off his chayvus and everything. A short while later, this person got sick very late. Very, very, very serious illness lately. So then the family wrote to the Chazon Ish, the Shem, wrote a kvittel or whatever, letter. So he says, why don't they listen? I saw this, and I thought I can change the Gezeira onto Aniyas. It should be poor. Because then the Gemara says, Aniyas choshev like somebody that's not living anymore. So I thought I can change the Gezeira, but he didn't listen. Why don't they learn to listen? So tzaddikim see things that we have no idea.